Hello friends, I am so excited to be back here with you. I am still working on my editing software and I've been trying to go live, and apparently YouTube's taking a little bit to verify my live status or something. I'm not sure, but we are going to use this video as if it was a live video. So I may be stumbling, I'm not editing it, we're just gonna go along, all right? I've had several of you message me privately and tell me and comment on some videos that you really missed my unboxing videos, and you know what? I really miss doing them for you too. So I'm very happy to be here sharing my March Young Living orders with you. And I say orders because it's my order and my husband's order. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Amanda Willis. I empower families to wellness authentically through biblically rooted principles. And I love to share with you a lot of practically here on YouTube. I share what that looks like, what products we love, how we walk that out. And this last year has just been a huge transition year, and it's been like bonkers. We have a chicken inside currently. We're not inside chicken people, but we have a chicken inside because she's egg bound. And we are on day 5, so don't believe all of the hype that if you don't get it out in 48 hours, your chicken's gonna die right away. We've been supporting her through everything, but we're finally getting some good progress, and it's signs that her vent's starting to open back up. And so we're gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Hopefully she'll release that egg soon. But if you hear a chicken clucking in the background, it's not your imagination. It is happening. All right, let's hop right to the order. I am going to break these down. If you've not done a Young Living unboxing with me before, the way I like to share my products is the way that I build my orders. And so that is in because I'm not editing this, I can't show you the nice little triangle over here, but the base of my orders is always nutritionals. So these are the things that keep you healthy and well. That should be the base of your order. Now, really and truly, your entire order is a wellness box, right? Everything in here is helping keep you healthy and well. But the nutritional foundation, because without eating good quality foods, without good quality supplements, you could be lacking things that your body needs. And we love our oils, but oils don't supply the nutrition, they supply support to your body. So different purpose, we'll get there. So we start with nutritionals, then we build up to ditch and switch products. So these are things like ditching your toxic household cleaners for cleaner stuff, personal care products, etc. We'll get there. And then oils are at the very top. And you will actually see in this order, I have 1 bottle of oil, but the gifts with purchase I'll share at the end. Got us a few more. Okay, so essential to our foundation every single month is Ninja Red. I just realized that this might be backwards for you. I hope this isn't mirrored. Is it mirrored? I'm sorry if it is. I did flip the camera so it's facing me like this was a live, though I went horizontal for you so it wasn't too wonky on YouTube. But if I have it going the other way, sometimes it cuts my head off and you got to figure all that out. So we're just going here and I can't edit anything. So if it's backwards, I'm sorry. This says Ninja Red. And this is 2 bottles. I wasn't going to take them out right now, but there are 2 750 milliliter bottles of Ninja in here. So think like a wine bottle size, right? But if you're not familiar with Ninja, this is, if you take 1 supplement, if you only can take 1, get yourself on Ninja Red. It only takes 1 ounce to 2 ounces a day. If you're really tight on budget, take 1 ounce a day. If you're really, really super tight, start building yourself up. But I will tell you, usually as you build up, you're gonna see better results. We take 2 ounces a day. I would love to take more, but both my husband and I are taking it, so that's 4 ounces a day. And we do budget, we're Dave Ramsey people. So we are building up on that slowly because he wasn't taking it daily before. So I'm very excited that we've got us both doing red drinks every day. This is the Wolfberry is the base of your Ninja Red. Check out my video library, search Ninja, and I have an entire video on Ninja and what it's about, so you can find out more information there. But it's really yummy, it's delicious. If you like cranberries, you're gonna love it. Though there's no cranberry in there, the flavor's just somewhat reminiscent. I've got paper on me, y'all. So children can drink it, little ones. I just gifted some to my nephew. He asked for it. That was what he wanted for his birthday. Was some Ninja packets, and he was so excited and he wanted to put some in the freezer because you can get it in bottles or packets. So I sent him some packets. All right, moving on. Next up, Superbe. Y'all, if you've been around this channel for a while, you have heard me rave about Superbe before. You have also heard me talk about how I have been walking my wellness journey, gosh, for 20 plus years now. And I was taking high quality nutraceutical products before. I was spending a whole lot of money on high quality nutraceutical products before that were recommended to me by my naturopath and the integrative practice that I was working with. I did not feel B vitamins working until I started taking Superbe. So I'll just leave that there. They also cost a lot less than what I was paying before. So I'm a huge believer in Superbe. Get your Superbes. They are methylated, which is really helpful for a lot of people, especially me. So yeah, it's also got the nutmeg in there. So if you're not familiar, Young Living supplements, almost every single one. I think the only exception is sulfurzyme, if I'm remembering correctly. I don't stand by that 100% because I may be misremembering, but I think that's correct. Every other supplement that I am aware of is infused with essential oils. And the reason that's important, especially when you're talking about something like, well, Superbe, I mean, it's important for everything. Does this have herbs in it? Of course, I'm like picking the ones that don't have herbs in them right now, but I love herbs. Herbs are fantastic, but herbs are too big molecularly to get into your cell. They can't access the inside of your cell. Oils can, friends. So when it's paired with the oil, then the herb can do its job a little bit better and more efficiently and actually get into a different aspect. It makes it more bioavailable, if that makes sense. So one of the reasons we're huge fans of Young Living supplements. Okay, so we've got Superbe, Ninja, Detoxzyme. I am taking Detoxzyme before bed every night, and then we're also taking these when we are at restaurants. Now, ideally, or eating out, not just at restaurants, I guess. Anything, if we're getting food to go, bringing takeout home, or if we're eating over at friends' houses or at church maybe, and it's something that it's not necessarily food that we would normally prepare for ourselves, we take Detoxzyme. Now, I will say, ideally, Young Living has a wide range of enzymes. Ideally, I would take Essential Zymes 4 with meals, every meal. And we've done that before. We're working on getting back up there budget-wise. But Detoxzyme, like taking some sort of enzymes is better than not taking any enzymes. These are fantastic when you've eaten something that you need help eliminating. Just read the label, the name of it, right? Detoxzyme. So this has all your different digestive enzymes in here as well as some oils. And does this one have, no, this one does not have hydrochloric acid. No, Essential Zyme does. And I think Essential Zymes 4 might, don't quote me on that. You can look on the product label, just look it up. And if you have the Life Steps app, check in there because it's fantastic. So you've got your Detoxzyme. It's, like I said, more budget friendly for us at the moment to do just that one. So I'm doing it at night before bed and then with meals eating out. Ideally, I'd love enzymes at every meal. If you can do that, do it. Awesome. Mix up your enzymes. That's always helpful. Just get enzymes. We used to be able to get it from our food, right? But our food is being harvested longer, it's losing its enzyme content, all different things. So we need them. And the more environmental stresses that we're exposed to, the more enzymes our body needs because it ends up using them to try and deal with the environmental stressors. So you deplete your enzyme stores, so you need more enzymes, if that makes sense. Okay, and you don't just need them for digestion, they're essential for everything. But that's a whole nother video. Okay. Sleep Essence. This was a special request from my husband. So Sleep Essence contains lavender, vetiver, and these are the oils: lavender oil, vetiver oil, valerian root oil, tangerine rind oil, and rue flower oil. And so basically you're getting like, I believe that's the rutavala blend plus vetiver, I think. So you're getting really good quality. There's no, oh, no, I'm sorry. There is a little bit of melatonin in here. That's right, just a little bit, 3.2 milligrams of melatonin. And you take these about 30 to 60 minutes before going to bed if you need assistance with sleep. I don't recommend taking them every night. Hopefully you don't need assistance to get to sleep every night. If you do, it's time to look at what the root issue of that is. So these are for nights traveling. This order was actually supposed to arrive before we just went on a road trip to Texas, and it would have been really helpful to have them with the time zone change. I like to use them sometimes when I'm trying to stay on a good sleep schedule, but we're changing time zones, or I've been exposed to a lot more blue light than normal, or like hubby has just had a job change, and so he started his own business, and there's just some different schedule things and projects and stuff. So sometimes you just need a little extra assistance, and that's what Sleep Essence comes in. Like I said, hopefully not every night. Hopefully you don't need it every night. We don't use it every night by any means. Like this bottle will last us several months, if not longer. We go through them faster when we're traveling because then we're both taking them and all that jazz. But anyway, okay, so Sleep Essence is super helpful for things like that, times like that when you need that little extra. Also, when you need a little extra immune support, especially when traveling, Inner Defense is fantastic for that. Now, let me figure out how to say this compliantly, especially because I can't edit this video. Okay. I have recently ordered several bottles of Inner Defense. Actually, I just redeemed a bunch of my loyalty rewards points, and I have like 4 bottles of Inner Defense on the way. They may even be arriving today. So Inner Defense, if you're not familiar, this is a gel capsule, and it contains the Thieves Oil blend, which is known for its immune supporting benefits. And then it also contains some coconut oil, oregano oil, thyme oil, and lemongrass, in addition to the Thieves blend, okay? These are fantastic anytime your inner defenses need some support. And so I take this at the first sign of any tickle in my throat. I take this proactively when we travel. I usually do 1 a day when we're traveling. If we've been exposed to a whole bunch of stuff, then I might take 1 or 2, like 1 in the morning and 1 at night if we've been traveling especially, or even locally if I feel like, oh gosh, we were just near somebody that was hacking a bunch of stuff up and my body's been under extra stress and I don't want to deal with that. I'll take more Inner Defense. But I'm currently doing a protocol, and this is where I'm trying to say this compliantly without taking a ton of your time. I don't know if I can. I really don't know if I can. To support a healthy microbiome in my gut right now. I think that's the best way I can say it. I'm sorry, friends. If you know me personally and you are watching this, feel free to reach out and I'm happy to talk about it over coffee with you and tell you one-on-one what's going on. Not what's going on, but like why I'm doing it. It's in a cleansing cycle and with the seasons, supporting things. That's the best I can do. I'm sorry. Certain agencies really don't like when you say things, even if you have good experience and evidence, personal evidence. So have to be careful. Okay, next up is Mineral Essence. You guys have probably, I'm really happy actually that I have seen a huge resurgence online, at least what algorithms are showing me. Maybe you're not seeing this, but I'm seeing a huge emphasis on mineral supplementation once again. It's super important because our soils are so depleted of minerals. Even if you're buying organic, I was just reading a book, I won't go off on a huge tangent, but I was just reading a book, The Intelligent Gardener. If you haven't read it, it's fantastic. I would get a hard copy because you're gonna need it to work with your soil. It's a lot of science, but he was talking about his organic upbringing and even doing a lot of compost and thinking his food was super, super healthy and he was eating all organic produce and yet his teeth started falling out. And so he had his soil, I'm trying to remember if he ended up having his soil tested or exactly what that order of events was. But what ended up happening was, even though he was using tons of compost and had lots of organic matter in his soil, nothing was sprayed, anything like that, heirloom variety vegetables, those kind of things, they were nutrient depleted, which think how much more our industrial stuff is. So that was a home garden that had gotten that way, let alone the industrial food supply that really doesn't look at mineralization too much. They just kind of do NPK and like, that's it. So our food is depleted of nutrition. And if our plants and our grass and our soil is, then that means that the animals that are feeding off of it also are, which means that the milk you're getting is, like it's a chain event. So long story short, we need mineral supplementation. However, you've got to make sure that you're getting a full spectrum of mineral supplementation, because your body needs to be able to pick and choose what it needs from that, and it's got to be able to recognize them in their natural form. So if you're getting something that's synthetic or it's made in a different way, it's not going to be as beneficial. Mineral essence is made using the salt from the Great Salt Lake, as well as honey and royal jelly and lemon and cinnamon and peppermint oil. I will say most people, when they start taking mineral essence, do not care for the flavor. Start small and build your way up. The reality is, if you've ever taken any liquid minerals don't taste good. These are the best tasting liquid minerals I have found, actually. I also enjoy adding pinches of real salt to my water throughout the day. Again, real salt, not sea salt, unless it's like well, I think I can say brands. Celtic sea salt or Redmond's real salt, something like that, is going to be real. Just the Costco Kirkland sea salt, the sea salt you buy from your regular grocery stores, is not real, true, full spectrum salt. It's still just isolated sodium chloride. They can call it sea salt because all salt comes from the sea. So you want really good stuff. We love this. So, I've been adding some to my husband's red drink, and I've been able to build him up slowly. You end up, as your body acclimates to it, you end up craving it. Like, I actually really enjoy the taste of mineral essence now. I will put it straight under my tongue, and I like it. That's not how I take it most of the time, though. I'm usually putting it in my morning drink, and then in my red drink in the afternoon as well, and then throughout the day I'm adding some other real salts to my water and some vitality drops as well, so that we're getting a good spectrum of minerals from a variety of sources. I highly recommend that you're supporting with minerals as well. All right, last in the nutritional section, this video is, this is the biggest section. Like I said, it's the chunk, so I'm like, it's getting long, but no, that makes sense. All right, Power Meal. This is officially a meal replacement shake, and it's technically vegan. If you follow this channel, you know we are not vegan. And I actually do not recommend the vegan diet for most people. It can be useful as short term for certain situations, but most of the time you need, in today's world especially, you need more than that. And this channel, we focus on biblically rooted principles, and since the fall, death has been required for life. So it happens that we need animals' proteins. So anyway, moving along. This one, I scan for Power Meal quite a bit when I do my Zyto scans. And I've been really working the last 2 months, 3 months on getting some more protein closer to when I wake up, even though I'm somewhat still intermittent fasting. Because I'm not hungry in the morning. I don't want to eat in the morning. I still see benefits to intermittent fasting. In the evening, I try to eat earlier so that most of that fasting period is over the evening into the morning. But then in the morning, before coffee, I'm trying to get some protein. So I've been doing bone broth in the morning, and then doing 1 scoop of Power Meal with a little bit of raw milk in my first cup of coffee. I really like black coffee, but I'd rather do that. In the summer, I'll probably make a smoothie with it, to be honest, in the summer months. But we're in Wyoming. It has been in the 60s this week in the afternoon, but it's still getting down in the 30s, sometimes the 20s at night. In fact, I think Sunday we're supposed to be 12, so. drinking a smoothie does not sound good to my body during that time. But summer months, springtime, we'll see, or later spring, we may go into that. But it's a great shake to kind of mix into your coffee, mix it into a smoothie. If you're looking for some extra protein, it does have 20 grams of protein in 2 scoops. So when I do 1 scoop, I'm getting 10, but then I'm also doing bone broth and some raw milk. So I'm getting, you know, in some other ways as well. All right, moving on to ditch and switch. Y'all, if you're still using conventional dish soaps, especially like a lot of people use Dawn because they think it's like super gentle, and to be fair, the EWG, when they were bought a few years ago, changed the ratings and it says it's really low and it's really safe. And I would just do some more research into the actual ingredients that are involved. We love our Thieves dish soap. I grabbed 2 because I want to have a backup, and I'm working on building our stores of a lot of things. You've been following along here. You know we've been working on our bulk pantry. I should do an update for you soon on that because it's grown. And so anyway, I grabbed 2 bottles of the dish soap, and here's my favorite part about this dish soap. Where is did they update it? No, where is it? Hang tight. Here it is. There's no poison control warning. If ingested. Okay, so keep out of reach of children, for external use only. In case of eye contact, flush thoroughly with water. If swallowed, drink plenty of water to dilute. So there's no concerns, friends. When you look at the ingredients of this, everything is so safe that is in your Thieves dish soap. And you know, whatever you're washing your dishes with, there's a slight film that frequently stays on your dishes. And so you don't want to be using toxic stuff on the stuff you're going to be putting into your mouth and your food's going to be touching, right? Do yourself a favor. Everything from Young Living, when you're talking ditch and switch, remember, it's all super concentrated. Young Living doesn't believe in charging you for water. So they concentrate their products and they don't dilute them with water to make them cheaper and make them bigger. You can either do it 2 ways. I like to just use a tiny bit when I use our dish soap and I don't have to worry about it. Some people though prefer to dilute them, and there's plenty of dilution recipes. If you kind of just go on search online and type Thieves dish soap dilution, and you'll find recipes that use baking soda. I might have even done a video on it one time because I think I tried it and I may have done a video. So you can search here too. But yeah, you just like add baking soda and you end up getting 2 or 3 bottles out of 1. And even that less. I just noticed I go through it faster that way because I need more of it versus if I just use a little bit to start with. All right, 3 more things that we paid for. Claraderm. You guys, I love Claraderm spray. This has, it's got like a fractionated, I think it's fractionated coconut oil. It doesn't, caprylic triglyceride is the fat base that it is. Then it has oils, myrrh, tea tree, lavender, frankincense, helichrysum, and Roman chamomile in it. My skin really appreciates Claraderm. I use just like a half a spray on my face, and frequently, if it's not the dead of winter here in Casper, frequently that's enough to moisturize my skin after washing it. And the oils really help. I have battled acne. You guys probably know that if you've been on this channel. I had really bad acne for years and years, and then I cleared it up. I worked hard on my digestion and cleansing, and I got it cleared up. And then I got COVID, and then that wreaked havoc on my digestive system again. And so I've been going back through cleansing, but it's getting better. We're about back to where we were, which is very happy. We're getting close. Claraderm is super helpful because I've had lots of remnants of acne scarring, and it's been very helpful, and it's very soothing. This is one too, again, trying to be compliant. If you're ever dealing with any sort of like urinary issues, where there may be some burning involved. Claraderm can be very soothing for that. Think even like babies and skin irritation kind of stuff. Claraderm can be very helpful for any of those kind of things. There's Lavaderm too. Lavaderm's not going to be quite as thick because this has got myrrh in it. So this is a little more viscous, would be probably a better word to use. And then it's also got your helichrysum and your frankincense. So lots of oils that are very comforting and help to promote your skin healing. So lavender lip balm, you just can't ever have too many lip balms, am I right? If you live out west, the Mountain West area, you feel me on this one for sure. Everybody needs lip balm. I feel like no matter where you live, but when you move out west, you need one everywhere. I joked when we moved to Colorado. I had lived in Colorado previously, but my husband had not. And when we moved there, I forgot to warn him. And he went to work the first week we were there, and he had to get a lip balm. His coworker, actually his manager, gave him a thing of lip balm while he was at work. And he came home and he was like, oh my gosh, it's so dry. I was like, oh yeah, you're gonna need one at your desk. We're gonna need one in the car. We're gonna need one here, you know, all those kind of things. I kind of forgot to give him the heads up. So now we have them scattered around our house, which means I'm always restocking them. These are some of my favorite things to add on to orders. So if you are like, and this is where this came in, I was maybe like 3 points away, PV away from hitting the gifts with purchase at the 300 mark, but I wasn't ready to spend a lot more over budget, right? I'm working to cash flow. So I was trying to squeeze that in to our budget numbers. But I also knew that if I spent that like 3 extra, then I would be getting a bottle of joy. We'll get there, which is way more than $3, right? So I like to pop on things like lavender lip balms because they're like $4. I think maybe $4.25 or $4.75, something like that. So I like to throw those on there and then just keep them. And I have like an ongoing stash of lip balms that we can pull from. They're great for gifts because they're such intuitive products. You don't have to explain to somebody what to do or how to diffuse something or ask them if they have a diffuser or anything like that. You just give them a lip balm. Everybody knows how to use a lip balm, right? The lavender's my favorite. We have all different ones. I still end up at the lavender every time. All right, lemon essential oil. Sunshine in a bottle. What can you say about lemon? So when I said we're at the tip of the ordering, right? Like we did our nutritionals, our ditch and switch, and now we're at essential oils. If you're making your entire order essential oils every month, like there might be a month you need to do that. But if you're doing that every month, you're probably going to notice after a few months, you're gonna be like, why am I doing this loyalty rewards thing? These bottles last me forever. I don't need that much. And it's because you haven't discovered the amazing like breadth of products that Young Living offers yet and how super valuable they are and how much they make your dollar stretch. So when you see a price on something, like even the lip balm, you may think like, oh, $4.75, that's a lot for a lip balm, which I challenge you, if you're looking for an all natural one, it's probably not gonna be that much more, or if at all. I haven't looked at any others in a while, but with the way prices have been trending. But also, again, super concentrated. A little goes a long way. You don't need as much, which means it lasts longer, which means you're not buying as many, which means your dollar's actually going further. That's how this works. Plus, remember, you're earning points back on your orders when you're ordering via loyalty rewards, which then means you get to redeem points for products. So for us, because we've both been on loyalty rewards for over 2 years, that means we're getting 25% back on every single order. So essentially, you can look at it 2 different ways. You can look at it as a 25% discount on everything. So if you're looking at prices, really discount that 25%. Or you can look at it as like, oh, hey, look, I just got $200 worth of free stuff, you know, when your order comes, kind of thing, when you redeem your points. Either way is accurate. Okay, so continuing on with the lemon essential oil. We've gone through this a lot recently because I've been taking a lot of labels off of things and removing Sharpie So this is my favorite go-to for removing Sharpie on our canning lids. Fun fact, Denali canning lids are really great quality. So I plan to reuse them. I know, call me a canning rebel. I'm always store them properly so you'll know if the seal fails. Or if it loses its seal, so that's not a risk. But I'm gonna use them on things like our bone broths that don't stay on the shelf very long. And so it doesn't have to hold its seal for 18 months. It might, I don't know. You could try it, but I love the Denali lids for that reason. So that means I'm gonna be going and taking the Sharpie off of them. I won't do that with my ball lids. They're very different quality, and I have not tried the ones that come with the Azure jars yet, so that could be a potential too. But I know there's a lot of resealable ones out there that are marketed that way too. But I like to use this for Sharpie. Anything sticky, gooey, orange works really well too. But lemon, so like removing label sticky stuff off of jars. If you're cleaning your grout and you need a little extra oomph for whitening, lemon is a natural brightener. It's great for clothing stains. Now it is photosensitive, so, or has the potential to be photosensitive. So you don't want to put it on your skin right before you go out into the sun. That could increase the likelihood that you have a sunburn in that area. So I recommend if you're using it on your skin, put it in an area where the sun don't shine, or at least 12 hours. If you're super sensitive skin, then maybe closer to 24 hours before being out in the sun with that area. If you put it on, like if you're putting it on your stomach and you've got a shirt on, then if you're covered, you're not gonna burn on your arm because you put it on your shirt. Does that make sense? Or under your stomach. So it's the actual topical area where you apply it. But lemon is wonderful. Lemon Vitality, same oil, different bottle. And different label. It's labeled for internal use, but it's literally the same oil that goes into both of them. I like to add Lemon Vitality to my water and to cooking and to smoothies. It's a very natural, simple detoxifier cleanser. Supports all different aspects of your body systems. One of the things, now I just lost my train of thought. Shoot, okay, I'm gonna leave this out, and if it comes back to me, I'll let you know. Shoot, problem with not editing. Okay, hopefully it'll come back while I'm talking about these. If it doesn't, well, then it doesn't, I'm sorry. So we've got Jade Lemon, and I have 2 bottles because I got one on my order and one on Chris's order. Is free at the 100 PV this month. Gift with purchase, 100 PV in March. Sorry, it's clarifying which month, in March of 2024. And I love diffusing Jade Lemon in the springtime. This is so perfect. I also, one of my favorite diffuser combinations with Jade Lemon is actually adding it to Northern Lights Black Spruce. You get a lot of grounding from the Northern Lights Black Spruce, and then you get the brightening from the Jade Lemon. Trust me on it, just try it, let me know. It's a beautiful blend. You could add this to your Thieves Cleaner and have a really pretty, springy Thieves Cleaner. You could add it to your dish soap. I think Jade Lemon might, there's already Jade Lemon in here. You could up it if you want. You could add it to your laundry detergent if you wanted. Same kind of thing, if you just want extra aroma. I actually have to go look up the principles. I know it, or not the principles, the constituents in here, and look up Jade Lemon in my reference materials because I haven't done that in a while. But I do know it's a citrus oil, which means it's going to give you a lot of this similar benefits of like lemon and orange and lime. And so you're going to have those cleansing properties. You're going to have very bright, uplifting fragrance, aroma, helpful for emotions. If it's cloudy, oh, there's my chicken saying hi. She just said, oh, I don't know if you could hear her. So yeah, that's Jade Lemon, free at the 100 PV. It's 1 per order. I just have 2 because we did 2 orders. Then at 190, now we did not max out the promos on both orders because again, hubby's switching jobs, or recently switched jobs, started his own business. So we tightened up our orders just a little bit. But we have 190 PV is, oh, hold on, shoot. I want to say this one's free and then this one's loyalty rewards. Oh, I should have specified. 100 PV is on loyalty rewards exclusive. So only if you're doing a regular or a loyalty rewards monthly order, subscription order, do you get the Jade Lemon. 190, one of these is free for all orders. I think it's the Bloom. I'm pretty sure it's Bloom. And I think Gathering is the exclusive loyalty rewards one. Double check that if you're wanting one or the other. Be sure you double check it. You can earn all of the promos twice that are available for all orders. So if you were to do a one-time order that was 190 and a subscription order that was 190, then you could, or at least 190, then you could get both of, oh, well, you could get one of them twice and one of them once. I hope I didn't just confuse you. I'm sorry. Okay, so Bloom is a beautiful floral citrus blend. I think it actually smells a lot like Ula Grow did. If you've been around for a while, you may remember the Ula oils and Ula Grow. That's what this reminds me of. I still have a little bit in the bottom of a bottle, and I was smelling it the other day and I was like, does this smell like Bloom? And it does, which means to me, in my brain, Ula Grow was very helpful for when you kind of felt stuck, or if you were setting goals and you really needed your brain to kind of get out of just the same thought patterns and grow. Bloom, bloom and grow forever. Okay, Edelweiss. Good song. Now, vetiver is the first oil in here, believe it or not. So this is uplifting but calming. I actually find this to be very strong in the diffuser. I typically will put Bloom, I'll do fewer drops. Like if I'm doing straight Bloom in my diffuser, I'll only put maybe 4 drops, and it smells, the room smells like I put 10 drops in there of any other oil, I feel like. So it's one of those for me. Use caution if you are, not caution, but just be aware of that if you're putting it in. And you're like, oh, I don't want it to be overpowering. And maybe it's because there's a lot of oils in here that are emotional oils, and it's probably hitting some emotions for me. So that could be too. It also has blue cypress, Davana, Royal Hawaiian sandalwood, clove, jasmine, carrot seed oil, spearmint, geranium, sacred frankincense in here as well. So it's also good for while things are blooming outside as well. All different ways to use Bloom. I think it's a beautiful floral oil that I just like to have when it's cloudy and I want something brighter and to remind me of spring, even if it doesn't feel like spring yet sometimes, which happens here occasionally. But Gathering is also free at that level, and 190, right? Yes. And Gathering, I use Gathering the most when in the holiday season, honestly, but anytime when I'm like feeling very introverted and I have to go people, that's when I like to use Gathering, because it really helps me to get out of my introvertedness. I like to diffuse it when people are coming over too, and we're having a gathering. But I recently was reading on the Life Steps resource, the Gathering can also be very helpful for when your thoughts are scattered and you need to gather your thoughts. Now, this is a blend that has, I guess I should tell you that, sorry. Lavender, Northern Lights, Black Spruce, Geranium, Frankincense, Royal Hawaiian Sandalwood, Ylang Ylang, Vetiver, Cinnamon, and Rose oil in here. So you're getting some florals while also getting grounding. It's a real balanced oil. And I think that's one of the things that helps, is that balance within the grounding and the floral brightness emotionally. So there you go. All right, last 2 oils, and I'll try to be fast. Geranium is wonderful for, obviously it's floral. I'll be honest, when I first tried Geranium, I had issues with it. But then I went and looked up what emotions it was linked with and was like, oh. Now I like the smell of Geranium, but I was somewhat repulsed by it when I first started using it. It is also physically really, really helpful to apply over your liver, which is on your right side under your rib cage. It's a great place to apply geranium. It's wonderful to add to Epsom salt baths and soak in it. It's great to add to your diffuser, mix it with some, try it with Jade lemon. I bet you that would smell really pretty. Look up the emotion stuff if you have those resources. If you don't have any resource guides, check out the free Life Steps app. If you are an active Young Living customer, it's free for you. You just need your Young Living login and use that to log into the Life Steps app, and then search geranium, and it'll give you a whole spotlight and it breaks it down, and it's really awesome. Okay, last but not least is joy. I've always liked joy. I do know people, several people, that had a very hard time with joy when they first started using oils. This is one that, like geranium was for me, joy was for them, and there's actually geranium in joy, but that never bothered me, right? Yeah, isn't it one of the first? Yes. If you don't like the smell of the oil, but you feel like you probably need it, put it on your feet and put socks on at bedtime. And you don't have to worry about smelling it, but your body still gets the benefits of it. And over time, the more you use it and your body adapts to it and things start to balance out, you will start to like the smell. I promise. That's how it works. All right, friends, I'm so happy to be back with you. Again, my apologies that it's been a little chaotic. I'm sorry, because it has. And I appreciate those of you who have reached out and mentioned missing videos, and I really have missed connecting with you guys. And so I'm working on trying to get back in a groove. But in the meantime, what may happen is some of these videos, if I can get YouTube to let me go live, I'll do that. And if not, then they may be videos like this that I'm treating as if it was live, and we're just not going to edit it and we're going to get it up. So please leave your comments below. Let me know if you tried any of these products and you have different ways to use them. If you're not yet a Young Living member and you watch this and you thought, hey, I really think that those products could maybe benefit me, I saw, some uses and needs in things that I have personally, then reach out to your Young Living friend. If you don't have a Young Living friend, I would love to be your Young Living friend. Reach out to me and we'll get connected, and I'll help walk you through getting what you need and the things that would bless you the most. Until next time, take care, friends. I look forward to seeing you guys again here real soon. Happy spring. I'll talk to you soon. Cheers.